Subtitle: She sold herself every night to survive, but her ending shocked everyone. In a city where the nights were brighter than the days, lived a young woman whose story many people never knew. Every night, she walked the streets, not because she wanted to, but because she had no other choice. To survive, she sold herself to men. But what people didn't know was that she had a secret plan that would change her life forever. This is the story of Adwoa Cornelius. Adwoa Cornelius was once like every other young girl. She had dreams. She wanted to become a nurse one day. She imagined herself wearing a white uniform, helping sick people and making her mother proud. But life had other plans. When Adwoa was just 17 years old, tragedy struck. Her mother, the only person she had in the world, suddenly passed away. Her father had disappeared years earlier. In one painful moment, Adwoa became completely alone. No family, no support, no one to guide her. Just a young girl facing the world by herself. At first, Adwoa tried everything she could to live honestly. She washed dishes in small restaurants. She cleaned houses for wealthy families.
Almost finished now.
During the hot afternoons, she sold oranges by the roadside. But no matter how hard she worked, the money was never enough. Sometimes she ate only once a day. Sometimes she went to bed hungry, and on some nights she slept outside because she could not afford a room. Each day felt like a battle just to stay alive. One cold evening, heavy rain began to fall across the city. Adwoa sat under a small bus shelter, hugging herself to stay warm. Her stomach was empty. She had not eaten in 2 days. As she sat there, shivering and tired, a woman approached her. Her name was Mansa. Mansa looked at Adwoa carefully. She saw something many others had ignored: beauty and desperation. After a moment of silence, Mansa spoke softly. "You are too beautiful to suffer like this." Adwoa looked confused, but when Mansa explained what she meant, her heart sunk. That night, Adwoa faced a decision that would haunt her forever. She knew what Mansa was offering, a way to make quick money, but it meant selling her body to strangers. Adwoa cried that night. She felt ashamed, broken, and scared. But hunger has a powerful voice, and survival sometimes forces people to do things they never imagined. So with a heavy heart, Adwoa stepped into the dark world of the night streets. From that day forward, Adwoa's life changed. Every evening when the city lights turned on and the nightclubs opened, she dressed up and walked the streets. Men noticed her beauty. They smiled at her. They made offers. But none of them saw the sadness hidden behind her eyes. Night after night, Adwoa sold herself, not for luxury, not for pleasure, but simply to survive. Each morning she returned to her tiny rented room, exhausted. But inside that small room, something important was happening. Adwoa had a secret. Every night she saved a small part of the money she earned. Sometimes it was just coins, but she kept saving because deep inside she believed her life could still change. Years passed. One morning, while walking through her neighborhood, Adwoa saw something new. A small building had opened. A sign outside read, Women's Skills Training Center. They were offering free classes for women who wanted to learn skills like tailoring, hairdressing, baking. Adwoa stood outside the building for a long time. Her heart was beating fast. Could someone like her really start over? Finally, she gathered her courage and walked inside. Adwoa chose to learn tailoring. At first, it was difficult. Her hands were slow. The other women learned faster. But Adwoa refused to give up. She practiced every single day, week after week, month after month. Slowly, she improved. Her stitches became cleaner, her dresses became more beautiful, and something else began to change. Adwoa started believing in herself again. As her tailoring skills improved, Adwoa began sewing clothes for small customers. Little by little, she earned honest money, and for the first time in years, she no longer needed the streets. The nights that once controlled her life slowly disappeared. The pain of her past began to fade, but the strength she gained remained. 1 year later, Adwoa used the money she had saved to rent a tiny shop in the market. It wasn't big, it wasn't fancy, but it was hers. She hung a sign outside that read, Adwoa's Designs Emporium. Soon, women started coming to her shop. They admired her dresses. Her designs were beautiful, elegant, unique. The small shop slowly became successful, but most customers never knew the story behind the woman who made their clothes. Today, Adwoa stands in front of her shop every evening as the sun sets. Sometimes she watches the city lights turn on again, the same lights that once witnessed her darkest nights. But now, they shine on a different life. Adwoa's past helped her survive, but it never defined her future, because sometimes the strongest people are the ones who have walked through the darkest roads and still found the courage to start again. If Adwoa's story touched your heart, remember this: never judge someone's struggle because you may not know the battle they are fighting, and sometimes all someone needs is just one chance. If you enjoyed this story, please don't forget to subscribe to Ancestral Echoes Africa by Kaye. Like this video and share it with your friends and family. Comment down below. Have you ever met someone who changed your life when you least expected it? Until next time, goodbye and love you all very much.